You in my class this year. We have so many new and exciting things in Honors Math, and I can't wait to share them with you. This PowerPoint presentation will review everything you need to know for Honors Math, which is also written in the class syllabus located in your class notebook within Microsoft Teams. You can access this video recording in your class notebook with a link to access the original PowerPoint. If you put the original PowerPoint in presentation mode, all of the links become active and you can click on the tiles and go directly to that page within the slideshow. Also, clicking the home button at the bottom of your screen will bring you to this page, which is the table of contents. First, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Mrs. Ferraro. I'm a graduate of Florida State University. Go Noles. This is my 11th year teaching math, and I'm a mom of twin boys, Johnny and Ryan, who are 3 years old. My husband and I own a pizza restaurant in Dunedin by the beach called Madison Avenue Pizza. I'm going to talk about a few of my favorite things. So first, I love going to the Magic Kingdom with my son. Something about being at Disney with my kids is just so magical. I love the scent of lavender. I love to listen to podcasts, especially anything about crime and criminals. I also love the silence that comes from prayer. It grounds me when I'm feeling stressed or anxious. Just knowing that God is listening and hears me brings me peace. I love school supplies, especially Flair pens. Starbucks keeps me going every single morning. My favorite candy is a Reese's peanut butter cup. I love tacos and really any type of food in Hispanic culture. My favorite color is pink, which is why I put the pink nail polish bottle. I think giraffes are just the perfect animal. They're cute, but they're big and they're strong. They also have the cutest little face that if you stare at it long enough, it just makes me smile for some reason. And last, my husband and I love to go boating with our kids. The next thing I want to talk about is the Honors Math curriculum mapping. So in our honors classes in 6th grade math, you're going to take middle school math course 1 and 2, which essentially is 6th grade math and 7th grade math. So you're taking that within 1 year in 6th grade. That's how we get ahead in the honors curriculum. Then in 7th grade math, you're going to take the pre-algebra course. And in 8th grade, you take Algebra 1 honors for high school credit. After that, you'll be heading to high school, and you will either take geometry honors or algebra 2. Most of you will take geometry honors, although certain schools like algebra 2 before geometry, but based on where you're going in high school and once you know exactly what school you're going to, I will help you pick your next course. So don't worry about it too much right now, but you should start thinking about whether or not you want to get even further ahead. You could take geometry honors over the summer, right before you go into high school. And if you're interested in doing that, come to me in January and we can talk about that one-on-one and if that's best for you. And you would just take that course over the summer before entering high school. It's not recommended for everyone. It kind of depends how you're doing in Algebra 1 honors. So I'll know around January whether or not that's the right path for you. We have 2 different types of grades. We have summatives and formatives. Our summative assessments are MYP projects, quizzes, and tests. So I put quizzes within summatives because sometimes they're big and bulky material that do summarize multiple lessons. The difference, though, is that a quiz is going to be worth 50 points in the grade book, whereas a test is worth 100 points. We don't use quizzes all the time. It's just sometimes I'll take a gigantic unit and break it into 2 quizzes instead of one gigantic test. Also, we have formative assessments, which would be checkups and warm-ups, exit tickets, classwork, homework, really anything that we're doing in class, like scavenger hunts, all of that goes under formative assessments and is 20% of your grade. Our class rules are be safe, which would be keep your hands and feet to yourself, obey all of your drills, be respectful to your teachers, classmates, and visitors. That includes through email. Raise your hand, wait to be called on, especially when you're in the Microsoft Teams meeting and you're Zooming with the class. Just make sure you use that raise your hand icon. Be responsible. Organize your materials and supplies and complete all your assignments. Be on time to Zoom and on class. Make sure that we're not waiting for you. Be prepared, hand in all assignments on time, and just have your materials ready. Bring your supplies every day, and if you're at home, have your supplies ready to go. If you need crayons and all those things that are just little things on the supply list, please make sure that you have them readily available to you. That way it's easy for you. Just when I say, oh, you need to color the poster, you have everything available. You're going to need your own supplies. We're not going to share as much this year. So we'll talk about all of that in class if you are coming to school. We are using Microsoft Teams this year. In Teams, your teachers will be posting and grading assignments. We'll be doing our video chatting instead of Zoom, although Zoom is still going to be used for your parents to meet with us because they can't access Teams. We'll be taking notes, connecting to outside websites for curriculum. It's kind of a catch-all for our entire curriculum in Honors Math. We're going to use Microsoft Teams to do that. You'll have training specifically on Microsoft Teams, so don't worry about it right now. You will need your iPad. That needs to come to school every single day, and it will go to and from school in your house. Please make sure that your iPad is charged. I highly suggest bringing a charger and stylus to class every single day. It's really hard to do the math work if you don't have a nice stylus. Some of them are $10 online and they're a little bit cheaper. Some of them are very, very expensive. I personally use a Logitech crayon, which I got on Amazon. It's on the higher end of the cost, but for me, I use my stylus every single day. So you might want to test a stylus or two from a friend just to see which one works best for you, because the math, it's really hard to graph and write in straight lines if the stylus isn't good. So I would invest in that. You don't need as much paper this year, although a lot of you like to do your math on paper. Feel free, you'll just take a picture of it and upload it to that because we're not going to be collecting paper. My expectations for an honors math student are pretty high. You must maintain an 80% or higher to remain in honors math. That is in our school handbook. If your grade goes to the C and drops below that 80%, we're going to have a discussion, and I just hope that we don't get there. But if we do, we'll work together to hopefully bring it back up before you get that grade on your report card. Second, your ATL skills must be a 3 or a 4 to remain in honors math. So if you're not doing your homework, that affects your ATL scores. It's your responsibility to come after school and pick up a test retake form. I am going to put the retake form inside of OneNote for you or your class notebook within Teams, but you still need me to sign it. So you still need to fill everything out and then come to me and ask me what are the 3 things that you need to do in order to be able to take the test, and then I'll use my stylus to sign your form. Also, you only have 10 days after a summative test to be able to retake it. So all of that needs to happen very quickly. And again, that's before or after school, not during class. You're responsible for your own absent and late work, and please ask for help. I expect you to ask for help when you need it. I'm here to help you. That's my job, to make sure you understand the math. So I am going to do whatever it takes. I will make myself available to you. Please come to me if you need help and you're not understanding. It's very important that we have open communication, that we have a world of options to help you. If you're distance learning, you could Zoom into the class and actually be with your classmates, and you can talk to them if you're not understanding it through what I'm saying. Or you could join us. It's not a big deal. You can virtually join us. I just need you to be open with me and tell me what you need, because I'm not there in person to see you. And same if you're in class and you don't understand. If I've moved on and you still don't get it, please come to me and just say, like, I did not understand that. I need your help, and I'll help you. Absent work is your responsibility. When you're absent, work will be given prior to the absence. Work will not be given prior to the absence. Any worksheets that will be given out, once you request the work, it'll be given to you. Most of the stuff will go through OneNote this year, though. You'll have 1 day to make up any work for each day absent. After that, it starts to affect your ATLs. The distance learning module will be posted to Teams with your makeup work assignments on it. So if you're absent, you go into your homeroom team, you'll click on your homeroom team, and then all of your work for all of your classes will be in there. So if you happen to be absent, that's where you go. If you're in person, we'll do the training on that in class. If you're at home, it's just your regular module you'll always have access to. Late work, formatives are due on their assigned due date. Any late work for formative assignments will be documented, and they're going to affect your ATL grades and ultimately your honors placement, because you can't have below a 3 or a 4. After unit tests, no late work will be accepted after a summative test is already taken on that lesson. Discipline, I usually never ever have a problem with discipline at all, but I do have a discipline policy. First, I'll give you a warning, a verbal warning. Most honor students kind of get it together right away and don't need anything else. But after that, if you're still being disruptive, I'll contact your parents. If it's out of control, you'll have a lunch detention with me that same day. We might skip step 2, like if you just won't take the hint verbally that it's not okay in your behavior and I don't have time to contact your parents, you'll just go straight to a lunch detention. If you can't get your behavior under control at that point, you'll be sent to the office for discipline. I usually have lots and lots of rewards in class. So some of the rewards are positive parent contact. I can email them, or during a conference just tell them what a wonderful student you are. We can have math class outside. I plan on doing that a lot this year. Like if everyone's behaving and doing the right thing, we'll just go sit outside and do our independent work. I have raffle tickets where I'll raffle off. You get a ticket, you put your name on it, and you can win stickers. I have really cool ones that I got online that you can put on your binders or wherever. I have school supplies like notebooks and pens. I have little toys. There are chips and food in there. Class reward passes, like different things like your there's a bunch of different passes in there, like your late work is excused or extra credit points or whatever on a test. And then the last one is music. This is something that we do as a class reward. So this is my contact information. This is my Instagram page. So if you go, you can click on that and follow me on Instagram. It's only my school stuff on there. It's at IB Teaching Math because I'm an IB math teacher. So if you click on there, you can follow me on Instagram. That's just going to be like no children, just mostly projects or things that we're doing. You don't need it for class. It's purely for fun. I also have my IB Teaching Math YouTube channel that you can go to. That's going to be where this presentation is going to come from, and any other presentations that I do during class or direct instruction. I am going to give all of you guys a Google Voice phone number, which you can actually call or text me at any point. I don't check my phone very much during the day at all, but I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you need to reach me after school or before school. If you're distance learning, please call or text that number, and then the second I get a planning period or a moment to talk, I will step out and talk to you. And then that's a link to my email, so you can email me directly. Thank you so much for listening to this PowerPoint presentation. I really, really appreciate your time, and I can't wait to start this year.